KD Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. I let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in the between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds, starting with Dwayne Williams. What's going on? Stacy Cunningham, Huntsville, Alabama. Twins, Weasel, what up? Trek Cannon, TJ, Carolita, who is that? Carolita Simon? Carolita Simon, what's up? A Different View, Global Solidarity, Master Blaster, Mandrell, Montgomery, Alabama. What's up? What's up, Teresa? Theodore, second to none. Turn that cap lock off, player. Aiken Sports Inc. What up? Just a guy, Omaha, Nebraska. That just brought back memories, man. I had a show in Omaha a few years back, and very memorable show. Sold out, of course. K Hall, what's up, K Hall, Indianapolis, Indiana. Pamela Hamilton, Dee Dee, what up? Going in. I see you, Lufkin, Texas. Lamar, Matt, say what's up to my cousin Wayne out there in Lufkin, Texas. I'm going in, fam. Let me put a pickup of my subject. Family, there has been an update, new developments in the investigation of Brian Thompson's untimely death. According to police, they have discovered a cryptic message on the shell casings of the gun used in the murder. Apparently, the 3 bullets had the words defend, depose, and deny on them. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. As of right now, authorities don't know exactly what this means, but they are working vigorously to find the murderer, according to them. Coincidentally, these words are very similar to the title of a 2010 book about why insurance companies don't pay certain claims called Delay, Deny, Defend. Keep in mind, neighbors, this is not a direct correlation, but it's definitely alarming how similar the two are, especially given the fact that Thompson's wife revealed that her husband had been receiving threats prior to his slaying. The wife revealed that the husband has been receiving threats prior to his slaying. I want you to let that soak in for a moment. Let that soak in. The wife revealed the husband had been receiving threats prior to his death. Paulette Thompson said, I don't know details. I just know that he said there were some people that had been threatening him before his trip to New York. Now, y'all know, usually when a spouse gets knocked off, the number one suspect is the surviving spouse. Now, I'm not trying to be cynical here, fam, but I'm not ruling out nothing. I'm doing my police work. The police work says, police work 101. Check out the spouse thoroughly first. Rule the spouse out. That's what they try to do. Rule the spouse out. And I don't know if the spouse has been ruled out. I don't know if you can rule out that fast. This guy allegedly was worth around $120 million. That's a lot of motive. $120 million? Now, the state of New York put up $10,000, or the city of New York put up $10,000 for his arrest, for the arrest of the assailant, right? I find it very peculiar that the family has not put up any money. They have not put up a reward. I find that extremely odd. They got the money. I mean, shit, man, put up a donut or something, man. Put something up. Something. Tell us who did it. We'll give you a shout out on our Instagram or something. Just nothing? Couldn't have been me. This is the guy who police believe is the killer. While that picture is not exactly, clear, someone who knows him can look at his demeanor, can watch his walk, and they'll be able to tell who did it. Somebody knows, besides the killer, who killed dude. This guy's picture is everywhere. Believe you me, they know. Somebody know who this guy is. And they've seen this picture, and they're withholding evidence. This is him again on one of those, I think that's called a city bike, which can be traced, which actually some guy who said he actually traces city bikes, all city bike movement in the city, said that he traced this guy's whereabouts to a particular location. That's him on the right pulling out the gun, right? So this is why I said, fam, early on that I suspected that this guy was an amateur. Because first and foremost, he made a lot of mistakes. Secondly, when you look at how far he was when he started firing off. Oh, let me back up. Before he even started firing off, he had to cock his weapon. A professional is going to already be set. The professional is going to be already locked and loaded, ready to go. When he pull it, all he got to do is squeeze. This guy was fumbling around with the gun and everything. And then when he started squeezing, His target was several feet away from him. A professional killer, with the time that he had, would have just walked right up to him and popped him in the back of the head. Just popped him right there. He had time. He had opportunity. He could have walked right up to him, but he didn't. Then you got the fact that he left those bullets with the words delay, deny, depose, a reference to a book by J.M. Feynman entitled Delay, Deny, Defend. It's a book about why insurance companies don't pay claims and what you can do about it. It's an expose of insurance injustice and a plan for consumers and lawmakers to fight back. Now, a paperback version of the book exists, and in this book, it talks about the denial of valid insurance claims and how it's not occasional or accidental or the fault of a few bad employees. It's the result of an increasing and systemic focus on maximizing profits by major companies such as Allstate, State Farm, Aetna, UnitedHealthcare, and others. I mean, this book cited dozens of stories of victims who were unfairly denied payment. And the book explained how people can be more careful when shopping for policies and what to do when pursuing a dispute claim. It also lays out a plan for the legal reforms needed to prevent future abuses. Good read, good read. The reason why I'm so passionate about this story, fam, because this is something that affects all of us. And if you haven't been affected so far, you will be at some point, whether directly or indirectly, whether it's you or your loved one, you will be put to the test with these insurance companies. Your patience will be tested. So y'all know how I get down, fam. You know, I believe that anybody that's ever been done wrong, if somebody has been done wrong, they have a right to complain, but after you complain, do something about it. I'm solution oriented. I ain't finna just get on here and just be Nah. Okay, so what's the solution? If your health insurance claim is denied, here are some of the things that you can do. Read the explanation of benefits. Understand the reason for the denial. Appeal the decision. You have a right to appeal the decision and have it reviewed by a third party. You can submit an appeal letter along with any supporting documentation before the deadline specified on the denial letter. You can check the status of your appeal. Regularly check in on the status of your appeal and follow up. It's going to be your responsibility to stay on your game, not theirs. We request a formal review. Many claims denied initially are later approved during the review process. File a second appeal. If your appeal is denied, you can file a second appeal, fam. You ain't got to settle. You can file a second appeal. Remember, the squeaky wheel gets the most oil. You can ask your doctor to submit the claim. A lot of times when the doctor submits the claim, the insurance companies look at it more like it's more credible because they have a relationship with the doctors and they don't want to lose that business. The doctors send them a lot of business. They don't want to lose that business. So they try to do right by the doctors. And oftentimes, fam, I'm going to tell you something. The doctor and the insurance companies are on the same team. So it's like asking your boy to do a favor for you, so to speak. Ask your doctor to submit the claim, fam. If your claim was denied because of an error, you can ask your doctor to resubmit the claim. Okay, now here's a big one. They don't want to give you any, they ain't got no remedies for you. They piss you off, man, and you tired of playing with them. Seek legal advice. If these options fail, you can seek legal advice. Another thing you can do is, especially if you don't have the money to seek legal advice, get assistance from nonprofit organizations. There are a lot of them out there. There are victims advocates all over the place for every single industry you can think of. You can get assistance from nonprofit organizations. And here's another one that a lot of people overlook. I've actually done this before. Ask your healthcare provider or your healthcare professional to lower the bill. That's right. You can ask them to lower that bill. I'm going to tell you something, fam. And here's something that I do. This is something that I do on GP. I don't care what the bill is. The bill could be $100. I'm gonna call, hey, can you lower that bill? I'm strapped, man. It's money bad, man. Money hard. It's tough around here, man. I just lost my job. Why pay full price when you don't have to? It ain't nothing but a phone call. Get on the phone. Yeah, they gonna probably try to put you on hold and all that kind of stuff. You might have to wait on the line for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hour. You might have to call back. But think about it. A couple of hours to save a few $1,000s. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that at all. I'm not about giving away money, man. Emil, what's up? What's up? Benita Morrison Stevens. Angela Dadnack, what up? YB. Lamar Daniels, that guy. Andre Middlebrook. Miss Jazzy is in the building. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Yes, fam. So I have no problem contacting, one of these big insurance companies and asking them to lower my bill or fighting, for my whatever rights that I have against them, because they got the deck stacked against us. Think about it, fam. The way that the system is designed for them to win all the time. And if you think about it, they can't win unless a number of us lose. Enough of us have to lose in order for them to win. So you can get all the insurance that you want, but they can't possibly pay all of those claims. And at some point, everybody's going to have a claim. If everybody filed a claim at some point in their contract, during the length of their contract, at some point, they wouldn't have enough money to pay everybody. They couldn't possibly pay all of those claims. So they rely on deny. They rely on delay. They rely on defending. They got whole entire departments dedicated to delay, deny, defend. And they teach them that. Delay, deny, defend. Delay, deny, defend. They teach them that. It don't matter that you paid your premium on time every time, year after year after year after year after year. You can pay that premium for 30 years, 40 years. The moment you file a claim and it looks like something that might cost them some money, they're going to send an expert in there to go through your case, to go through your file, and try to find any type of technical error, any type of inconsistency on your behalf to deny you. If you put in the wrong middle name, they're going to hit you up. They're going to say, no, this is not right. You know, like this claim you falsely represented yourself. They're going to try to make it seem like you did something criminal. You put the wrong name in. If you have one of your letters wrong on your name, and keep in mind, the whole time that they was getting your money, they ain't never went in there and checked your file to make sure everything was lined up right. But the moment you file, they going in on you. They going to open your file up, fam, and they are going to try to find some type of technical error, some type of out, some type of loophole to not pay you. That's what they do. They got entire departments dedicated to it. And guess what else? Not only does the person who they hire to go after you to deny your claim, that caseworker, get paid a salary, they also get paid bonuses for how much money they save the insurance company. Now, I'm not sure what those numbers are, but let's say they saved the insurance company $1 million in claims. You know, somebody filed a claim and, you know, that year they saved the company, I don't know, $1 million. Let's just be conservative. $1 million in claims. Out of that $1 million, the company might give them a kickback of $30,000. Yeah, fam. Yeah. It's a cold game, man. It's a cold game. Boy, these insurance companies are something else. So I can understand somebody going over the top. I can understand somebody tripping and saying, man, that's messed up. You know, no, I'm not going to accept it. Now, having said all of that, fam, there's this thing called trickery. There's this thing called make them look over this way when the action is really over this way. Now, I stand firm on the fact that it was amateur night or amateur morning when dude knocked off the CEO of UnitedHealthcare insurance. However, this could be a fake out. It could, you know, leaving the bullets with the words inscribed, the delay, deny, depose, leaving those bullet shells behind could be to throw everybody off, to make them think that this is what it was all about. It was about a disgruntled patient, right? A disgruntled customer, right? It could be, this could be one of those banana in the tailpipe things, right? It could be to throw off the scent of something, of what actually happened for real, for the real reason why he was murdered. And I'm never going to rule out a spouse. Anytime there is a murder of someone who is in a relationship or was in a relationship, I'm never going to rule out the spouse. Whether they're still married and appear to be happy, or whether they had a recent breakup and there's what do they call them? Estranged. Whether they're estranged, I'm never going to rule out the spouse. So I'm saying, I'm saying, check out the spouse, because it is a chance that the spouse could be involved. I'm not ruling out who Twitch's murderer is and who's behind him getting killed. I think that his wife was acting very, very odd. Think about what I'm saying, fam. When it was announced that Twitch was dead by suicide, a man who was happily married, we thought, right? A man that's happily married, he got beautiful kids who love him to death. He ain't never had no manic depression episodes. He has no history of wanting to take his life. None of his friends. This is a guy who is open, who talks a lot. And I understand sometimes, people who commit suicide don't always express themselves. They don't always tell, what's on their mind always. But this guy seems to be the exception. He just didn't come off as that type of guy. Usually, if you're gonna, people that are suicidal, usually before they actually carry it out, they talk to somebody. They leave some type of clue. They tell somebody what's going on, because they really don't want to die. Most people really don't want to die when they think about suicide. They just want the pain to stop. And I'm here to tell you now, if you're thinking about it, if you thought about it, the pain always stops with time. All you got to do is keep on waking up, and life happens. And it's like objects that whatever that was messing with you, that had you tripping, that had you no longer wanting to be here, it becomes like an object in the rearview mirror. You know how when you're driving, and you just driving and you look up in the rearview mirror, and let's say right behind you is, let's say, a building right behind you, and it's covering up your whole mirror. In fact, your mirror can't even see the entire building because the building is so close. But the further you drive away, that building gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And depending on how long you drive, you don't even see the building anymore after a while. That's how problems in life are. You just keep on moving forward, just keep on getting up, waking up, and going through life. And those problems get smaller and smaller and smaller, to the point to where you be like, damn, man, I can't believe I was tripping like that. Damn, I really was thinking like that. Yeah. All of this stuff is temporary, fam. Everything in life is temporary. Everything, including problems, is temporary. Everything. So I'm not ruling out the spouse. I don't, the way Twitch wife jumped online the very next day and she accepted his death. She accepted it like that. Like the very next day. Like, ain't no way you gonna tell me that my spouse, who by all indications was a happily married person, who loved their children, is just going to just go hop in a Uber and pull up at a seedy hotel, a mile away from our $1 million house in our affluent community, go into a room, put a gun to their head and kill themselves. You ain't gonna get me to believe something like that, man. There has to be more to the story. And the way that law enforcement closed the case like that, and the way that they concluded that it was a suicide, it's like they didn't even investigate. They're like, yeah, suicide to me. Yeah, suicide. Suicide. Everybody just, all of the well wishes and the tears and everything just pouring in. Nobody questioned anything. And then less than a year, what was it? Less than a year later, she in the arms of another man. This is a woman that was happily married. I'm not saying, I don't know if it's a time, fam, but just for optics, I would just think that that was something wrong with that. Like even if it wasn't for the public, even if it was just the perception that my children have, you see, of me. Damn, Dad, you moved on that fast. Mom just died last year. You know? See, it ain't just about me. It's about my kids too. And my in-laws. You know, what they thinking. You know, like, I'm not living this life just for me. I have to consider others around me when I make decisions. I have to consider my loved ones and what they think of the decisions that I make. Now, I know some of us don't live our lives like that. Some of us just do whatever the hell we want to do. And we're totally like, we're the type that we don't care who we hurt. We don't care who get offended. We don't care what our kids think about our actions. We don't care about none of that. And we get that back tenfold in the way that they respond to us and the way that they treat us. See, when you don't care, they don't care. So I'm not sold on this, man. I'm just not sold. I do not think that Twitch just killed himself. I do not believe that. I do not believe that. And I'm not so sure if what happened to this guy is because of a disgruntled customer. It would make sense because there's a lot of disgruntled customers out there. But if if he was murdered because of a disgruntled customer, it would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense. Here's a bit of information that you may not know. Brian Thompson was named CEO of UnitedHealthcare in 2021 and oversaw its insurance division. In 2023, he helped the company bring in $281 billion in revenue. Between his base pay, bonuses, and stock option, Brian is said to have made over $10 million last year alone. That's a lot of healthcare. That is a lot of healthcare. Can anybody guess how often healthcare claims get denied? According to the Kaiser Family Foundation study on healthcare claim denials, 17% of in-network claims were denied in 2021. That's 17 out of 100 claims. Insured denial rates range from 2 to 49%. Now, keep in mind, Kaiser is part of the problem. So we can't necessarily check, like really respect their data, really. You know, we can't really look at their numbers and give it credence because, you know, they have ulterior motives. Sometimes your claims get denied by algorithms. These people are something else, man. Check this out, fam. These are the top 9 reasons your claim is denied. Incomplete information. See, that's where they get you at a lot. But this doesn't matter as long as you're paying your premium and you don't need anything. You don't need your claim. You're good. As long as you don't file a claim, you're good. They're going to take all your money with incomplete information. They will take all of your money. They're never going to go back and say, hey, you forgot to do this right, or you did. No, they're just going to take your money. But the moment you file a claim, now you got incomplete information and we can't pay you. And you can't get none of that money back. So claims often get denied due to incomplete information. A missing document or an error in your submission can be the culprit. It's important to review your claim meticulously. Checking for any oversights can make a significant difference. Always ensure that every required piece of information is accurately provided. Incomplete claims are one of the easiest issues to fix with thorough attention to detail. And it is one of the easiest ways to get your claim denied. Incomplete information. Sometimes the service is not covered. That's another common cause for denial in service, not being covered under your policy. Knowing what your policy covers and doesn't cover is vital. Sometimes the fine print holds the key to understanding your coverage. It's also a good practice to confirm coverage before proceeding with a service, repair, or procedure. Claim filed too late. Filing a claim too late is also a frequent issue. Most policies have strict deadlines for claim submissions. Missing these deadlines can result in an automatic denial. Coding or billing error. Incorrect coding or billing errors are often to blame for denied claims as well, particularly for health insurance claims. In medical billing, a single digit can change the entire claim. Ensure that all codes and billing information are accurate. Double checking these details can save you from a denial. If you're not sure about the coding, consult with the healthcare provider or billing department. And here's one. This is when they get all in your business. The insurer believes that the procedure wasn't necessary. Sometimes the denial is because the claim is deemed unnecessary. This is specifically or especially common in medical insurance claims. If your insurance company thinks a procedure wasn't needed, they might refuse to pay. Providing additional information or a doctor's note can sometimes help in these cases. Discussing with your doctor how to demonstrate the necessity of the procedure can be beneficial. Duplicate claim filed. Denials due to duplicate claims are often uncommon. Actually, I misspoke. They're not uncommon. This happens when a claim is mistakenly filed more than once. It's an easy fix, but requires attention. Always keep track of your claim submissions to avoid the issue. A simple organizational system for your paperwork can prevent such mistakes. Pre-existing condition not covered. That's a big one. Pre-existing conditions can also lead to claim denials. Many insurance policies have clauses about pre-existing issues. Oh, policy lapse. I'm going to run through these. The policy lapse. Filing a claim after a policy has lapsed happens more often than you think, fam, particularly with life insurance claims. The best way to prevent this from happening is to have your premium debited from your bank account on a monthly basis. You won't have to worry about the billing getting lost or getting so busy that you forget to pay your premium on time. And I already covered what to do if your claim is denied, but I'll just run through it right quick. If the denial is due to a simple error, correct the error and resubmit your claim. But you know what? Before you get to all of that, though, you should read the explanation of benefits. That's first and foremost, because that can solve a lot of stuff right there. Read the explanation of benefits. You absolutely appeal the decision. You appeal. You have a right to appeal the decision and have it reviewed by a third party. You can submit an appeal letter along with any supporting documentation before the deadline specified on the denial letter. And after you submit your appeal, make sure you check the status of your appeal regularly. Request a formal review. Many claims get denied. Many claims that are denied initially are later approved during the review process. File a second appeal. Going back to the squeaky wheel, getting the most oil, fam. If your appeal is denied, you can always file a second appeal. Ask your doctor to resubmit the claim. If your claim was denied because of an error, you can ask your doctor to resubmit the claim. And then, of course, you can seek legal advice. If these options fail, absolutely lawyer up. If you can't afford a lawyer, can't get a lawyer to jump on the case for you, pro bono, then you get some assistance from a nonprofit organization. There's plenty of them out there, victim advocates in every industry. And then you can ask your healthcare provider or professional to lower the bill, which, as I explained earlier, is one of my go-tos, fam. I ain't got no problem telling them to lower the bill. I call them, I'll be like, hello? Yeah, hello? This is Mr. Dennis. Yes. I just don't know how I'm gonna pay this bill. I ain't got no. I don't even know where I'm gonna stay at now. How am I gonna pay? Negotiate, fam. Don't ever. I'm not gonna tell you don't ever. You can do what you want to do. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. But it is my advice to never pay full price. Damn, I like that. It's my advice to never pay full price. Yeah, don't pay full price. Why pay full price when you don't have to? It don't make sense. If you're feeling generous, take the savings and donate it to charity. Trust me, the hospitals don't need your money. The insurance companies do not need your money. They are going to be all right without you. They will survive. Yeah. And look, and if you're willing to pay up, like pay it all off at one time, a lot of times, man, you'll get an even better deal. But they'll work out installments and all that stuff because they know, you know, this is how you have to look at it. When insurance companies send a bill out, the idea is to get some money. If they try to get as much as they can get. If they think they're not going to get anything from you, they'll get something from you. They're going to try to get something. They'll try to get something. So they'd rather have something than nothing. You got to think about it like that. They'd rather have something than nothing. The people that work for these insurance companies don't own the insurance companies. The people that you're going to talk to, that person you're talking to is at the bottom of the totem pole. Unless you get one of them caseworkers or something, you get a caseworker then, for a claim and something, that's on another level. But the other people, man, you're talking to somebody that's probably making, $17 an hour, and they're reading from a script. So you escalate, and and next thing they know, you know what, man? Okay, all right, we'll work with you, because otherwise they ain't gonna get nothing. Insurance companies are used to not getting paid. They're used to people, not paying those exorbitant hospital bills. They're used to that. So if you pay something, that's better than nothing. They will work with you. I ain't paying full price. I don't care how much I got. I ain't paying full price. I think health care should be free anyway. I think everybody should have universal health. I'm not talking about no Affordable Care Act, Obamacare. I'm talking about every citizen. If you're a citizen in the United States of America, you should have free health care, because our taxes pay for all of that. We pay enough in taxes to cover everything that we need. I ain't saying what we want. I said what we need. We pay enough in taxes to pay for everything we need. Our taxes should pay for our health care. No citizen in the United States of America should have a problem with health care. No citizen in the United States of America should be without health care. No citizen in America should have to be on the phone begging for assistance or for a procedure that they need. It should be automatic. The worst thing that you should have to do is get in line. Tamika Johnson. That's right. And dental. Healthcare should include dental. It should be all not free because we're paying for it, but it should be a service provided automatically to every single citizen of this country. Family, they hitting us up for 30 to 40% in taxes on the money that you make. A lot of these stuff where your taxes go toward, you're not even using it. You're going to need that health care. You absolutely going to need some health care insurance. And it's the same thing with auto insurance, fam. My auto insurance doubled for no reason. Doubled. My home insurance did too, for no reason. No reason. No changes whatsoever. I ain't ran into nobody, ain't had no fire, ain't been no earthquake, no flood, and everything just doubled for no reason. And we got these politicians that's supposed to be out here looking out for us, right? Right. Boy, we in trouble. And it's both sides. Y'all stop all this damn liberal stuff of the Republicans. Man, it's both sides, man. They all on the same team, fam. I'm telling you, they're on the same team. The idea is to make you think that they're not playing for the same team. The only difference between the two is rhetoric. They're playing good cop, bad cop. But all of them are cops. And they work for the same police department. Their checks come from the same place. Think about it, fam. Follow the money. Their checks come from the same place. They walk into the same buildings to do their work. They eat at the same restaurants. They vacation at the same resorts. They go hunting together on the weekends. They attend college together. They went to school together. They went to high school, middle school together. They kicking it, fam. They tighter than you would ever imagine. How else do you explain somebody talking about you and your family like a dog during the campaign? Like a dog while you're on the campaign trail. And the minute you win, they concede and they be like, such as us, they're going to be a great president. It's going to be great city council person. I think that the mayor that will make a great mayor for our city, and we're moving forward. And man, I ain't like that. You say something about, you say certain things about me, man, you're going to have to eat that. I'm telling you, man, you're going to have to eat that. Certain things, man, I'm not with that. I'm not conceding to nothing. People be talking about people like a dog, talking about their family, everything. And then as soon as the person win, they're all diplomatic now. At first, they was at war. Now, as soon as the person win, they're diplomatic. Well, everybody's done that except Trump. But next thing you know, they're all diplomatic now. No, I'm not with that. They're on the same team, fam. They're playing for the same team. Think about what I'm saying, fam. Everything in this country that has happened, everything that has happened in this country, good or bad, has happened on either the Republicans' watch or the Democrats' watch. Especially when you start talking about the bad things that have happened to Black people in this country. When bad things happen to Black people while the Democrats were in office, why didn't the Republicans just come in and say, man, we ain't having that, man. We're going to shut it down. We ain't letting that go down. Because the Republicans, they don't got no problem breaking the rules and bending the rules. And they don't care what nobody think. They don't care about no public perception, nothing. They just want what they want. And they get what they want. They get, you know what I'm saying? That's how they move, right? So why don't they move like that for Black people if they really want Black people to, I get it. Black people ain't voting for it, but you're still courting Black votes and you're trying to get them. You want to know why they won't vote for you? Well, show us that you care. Show us that you really want our votes. So why not just use that opportunity to pounce on the Democrats and steal all those votes away? Because a lot of Black people are ready to get off the Democrat plantation, but they don't want to go to the Republican plantation. So show us that you care. Why they won't do that? So if bad things is happening on the Democrats' watch, like the 1990 crime bill, the 1994 crime bill, Joe Biden. Why didn't the Republicans do something about it? And let's say they didn't do it right then and there. But what about when they got into power? Why didn't the Republicans reverse it? Why didn't they do something about it? Why didn't they do something about it? When bad things happen to black folks while the Republicans were in office, why didn't the Democrats storm the Capitol? Why didn't they just say, no, man, we ain't going for it? That Jim Crow thing, that redlining thing, that slavery thing, that crack cocaine thing, that's prison to school pipe, that school to prison pipeline thing, that Tuskegee experiment thing, that bombing of Oklahoma thing, that racial profiling, we ain't going for none of that. That stop and frisk, we ain't going for none of that. Why didn't they do that? Because they're on the same team. Don't you get it? All this stuff talking about, well, it takes time. It takes time. It do? Man, time ain't nothing when these folks want what they want. They go get it done. They go just they'll go in a room. Oh, we need a law. They'll go in a room and hit some paperwork. Boom, they come out with a law like that. They want something to happen. They want it to happen now. They ain't with all that old 5 years, 20 years, 50 years. It's going to take 100 years. No, they want it like that. They want some action like right now. They want some change right now, or it's going to be some contact. That's how that go. What's up, Punchy? Anitris. What's up? Andre Middlebrooks. Anthony Smith. Donna Fernandez. What's up, Donna? Goddess Letitia. Mike Machete, what up? Rue, Jonathan Aaron, they all in the same gang. They are all in the same gang. This guy right here, he cooked. They are going to absolutely catch him. There's no way possible they are going to allow this dude to open fire in front of the Hilton, one of the major landmarks in Manhattan area, and kill the $10 million man, or actually the $120 million man, and ride off into the sunset. Again, if you watch the video of the shooting, The dude was fumbling with the gun. He had to cock the gun. He had to put a bullet in the chamber before he started squeezing. He shot from several feet away. He had an opportunity to walk right up to him and give him a headshot. He didn't do that. So that lets you know that he definitely is not a professional. He made a lot of mistakes and he's going to get caught. He absolutely is going to get caught. Another reason why I said that it was amateur morning, because if it was a planned hit, like a real hit, typically for somebody like that, somebody as big as that dude, it would have been 2 shooters at least. It would have been 2 to 3 shooters. And they would have made sure that he was out of here. They wouldn't have just shot him in the back. They would have stood over him and continued to shoot him. First and foremost, they would have walked right up to him and gave him a headshot. But they would have continued to shoot him. They would have made sure that he's out of here. But here's the thing though, fam. This is not just about the healthcare industry. This is the ethos in America across all industries and just life in general, where you have people that try to take advantage of others. Greedy companies trying to get as much as they can get for themselves and F everybody else. So check this out, family. Check this out. Hold on. Why, if this really was, let's say if this was really all about, just about a denied claim, why only kill Brian Thompson? Why didn't they go after the UnitedHealthcare Group's CEO, Andrew Whitty? Andrew Whitty has a salary of $1.5 million. He has stock awards of $15 million. Option awards of $5 million. A total compensation package of $23,534,936. Now, he's at the top. Why he wasn't targeted? It seemed like to me that, you know, if you really, really, really want to get to the top, go all the way to the top. Now, I understand this guy is the top of the company, but Brian Thompson is the top at, as far as the insurance company side. The insurance division, uh, the insurance division is ran by Brian Thompson. So, I could see that happening. I could see them going after him for that reason. But Andrew Whitty sits at the top. And then you got CFO John Rex, who has a total compensation package of $16,074,137. Then you got the COO, Dirk McMahon, who has the same compensation package as John Rex. The chief legal officer and corporate secretary, Rupert Bundy, has a salary of $875,000 a year. But check this out. He got stock awards of $3,375,943, option awards of $1,125,113, non-equity incentive plan compensation of $708,000, and other compensation $337,650, with a total of $6,422,456. Yeah, $6,422,456. So these other guys, I mean, if it's really real like that, they should probably be concerned. Unless he's only concerned about the guy that's heading up the insurance side of things. But all of them are in the same gang. They're all on the same team. One arm can't work without the other. I'm going to go out on a limb, fam, and say that I think that this is deeper than just somebody being denied a claim. I'm going to go out of my way to say it's deeper than that. I'm going to even go out of my way to say I think that the authorities need to have a really hard look at the surviving spouse. Now, that's what I learned, fam, in law enforcement school. When I was in law enforcement school, in training, these are some of the tips that I learned. Now, I was only in law enforcement school for what was it, 3 hours? I went there for 3 hours, and I was able to attain this information. Yeah, watch that spouse, man. You cannot look. Anything ever happen to any of my loved ones, man, I'm looking at the spouse. I don't give a damn what it looked like on the outside. I'm taking the spouse first. I'm gonna have to rule the spouse out. Jonathan Aaron, what up? Connie Hodge. Ava Scott, what's up? Yeah, fam. I say follow the money, man. Follow the money. I knew the wife was gonna say that he had some threats. Remember yesterday when I was talking to y'all about this, fam, and I said, I said that if anybody know have any kind of clue or reason why something like this would happen, it would be the spouse or a best friend or his closest co-worker. That's who would know. That's who would know. That's who a person don't just get just out of nowhere just gets assassinated like that on the streets. No. Somebody knew what was going on. The wife claims that there was some death threats. Now, here's the thing. By the wife claiming that, she kind of like, I guess she all right because she didn't say they got any phone calls or anything. She said that he said, and since dead men can't talk, they can't verify that he ever told her that his life was threatened. Devon Dogie says the reason why he fumbling because after he fired the first shot, the gun jammed. So that's why he was cocking the gun to get it freed up from. But here's another thing. Here's another thing to think about. Typically a hitman is going to have more than one gun. So let's say that gun did jam. You pull out the next thing and then you finish it up. And another thing, fam, like professional hitman guns don't jam. They just don't. You ain't never seen a real hitman pull out a gun and the gun jam. I'm talking about hitmen. I ain't talking about no amateurs. I ain't talking about a one-off. Hey man, kill this guy for me. Hey, somebody meet somebody at a donut shop. Hey, can you kill my husband for me? I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about real hitmen. And also, fam, that's why I said typically, even if a hitman ain't got two guns, typically that's two guns trained on the target. They usually like a hit like that of that magnitude, you're gonna have anywhere from 2 to 3 hitters. 2 to 3. It's gonna be 2 to 3 shooters. And you're not gonna have one dude pulling out a gun from 10 feet away. Nah, he gonna get right up on him. He gonna walk right up on him if he have that opportunity, which he did. He gonna walk right up on him and and handle that. And that's another thing. Ain't no professional hitman riding around on bicycles. Buckhorse DC. What's up, Vicky Slaughter? Why do I think this happened? Again, I think, well, if we are to go down the track that we're being led, if we go down that path that we're being led to, I would say, yeah, it could be plausible that it was a disgruntled customer who had their claim denied. That is what they want us to believe. But I'm thinking it's not that simple. I think, it's just my opinion, I think talk to the wife. I think look at the wife. Look at the wife very carefully. The wife had the most to gain. When you look at when people get killed, you got to think of who had the most to gain. Who had the most to gain from his loss of life? I say the wife had the most to gain. Talk to the wife. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Give me a thumbs up before we go, fam. Give me a thumbs up if you believe that, if you believe the story that he was murdered because of a disgruntled customer who had their claim denied. Give me a thumbs up. Give me 2 thumbs up if you believe they need to talk to the wife. Let me see where y'all at with this. JC 1, Rich 2, the Alien 2, the Kimbra 2, Sherilyn 2, Nina 2. We say 2, that's the wife. So Nina believed, talk to the wife. Cheryl believes that this disgruntled customer. I'll talk to the wife. The prophet talked to the wife. Keita talk to the wife. Demetrius talk to the wife. Doc Louver talk to the wife. Mike Nice talk to the wife. Granola. Sherilyn Tucker talked to the wife. I.J. Marshall talked to the wife. All right, so most of y'all believe that the wife is connected. Most of y'all believe the wife is connected to it. Yeah, fam. Yeah, fam. I'm going to tell you something. If she is, they are absolutely going to connect it. They will absolutely connect it. In fact, they're going to get behind. They're going to get to the bottom of this. They're going to find this dude. I said on yesterday that they would make an arrest within 48 hours. I stick to that. I stand on that. I think by tomorrow, they will have made an arrest in this case. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I appreciate y'all for joining the live. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.